I am headed out to Kramer's. I was supposed to leave right after work, from work to the Kramer's, but this morning I realized I was out of dog food, and I didn't want my wife having to go get a 50-pound bag of dog food by herself. So I did that real quickly, and then now I'm headed out. Alright, I'll see you when I get to the Kramer's. I'm here. I'm at Jason's house. These are the people. Oh, wait. Sorry. You guys don't mind if I
film? No.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't do my makeup or anything, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, have at it, man. We're just gonna sit there.
They just sit there.
Yeah. So I like moving this coop as close to where we're gonna be butchering as possible. And as you get closer to the butcher day, I just kind of move it down, keep moving it down. I like the style coop if anything for today, for on butcher day, because we can actually walk in there and grab a chicken. Otherwise, say if it's like a go Southern style, they're really low like this, you have to like crawl in there, grab a chicken. That's not fun. I don't like to raise no more than 30 chickens in one of these coops. I've tried to do 40, and it's just too much. At first it seems alright, but then, yeah, after they get older, like right about now, it's just like packed.
So what are they weighing right now?
Like live, or I
yeah,
mean,
like
I don't know what they
weigh
weigh
them before you know when it's time to kill them, or
They're
you
big.
just kind of.
No, I just really just hit the 12-week mark.
Okay.
Even with quarter crosses, like
Cool.
8 weeks. I mean, quarter crosses especially, you'll know like, yeah, they're not moving.
They're getting to the point where they're, I mean, at 6 weeks, they're getting to the point where they're waddling.
Heard,
Yeah, they're just like, they look like they're struggling.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
I do feel
We
like
might be doing other things.
Yeah.
I do feel like these birds though, some of them are a lot of feather. Like with the cornish cross, they don't have a lot of feathers. So
Yeah.
you could tell that oh, that's gonna be a fat.
Yeah, my last batch I did a couple months ago, like 5 of them didn't have any feathers at all. So I'm just like, ugh,
These
Yeah.
birds
They look,
gross.
yeah, they
Yeah.
look weird.
That's how they are.
So
That's
when you go
right.
to remove the feathers on these ones, you'll see that maybe they aren't as big as they look.
Okay.
Interesting.
Huh. Because we were just saying how big they look.
Right.
They're like
It could be mostly feathers.
Okay.
Them, but so after about 3 minutes they bleed out. We take them to the scalder. You know, this whole setup we've had the same setup for 7 years. So it works. You know, it's just regular turkey fryer. There's a little bit of soap in there, and we like to keep this about 150. And that's probably the drawback of doing this simple setup, because I'm gonna have to sit here and we're gonna have to baby it all day and make sure it's at 150, because that's just gonna make our lives a lot easier. It's the same thing if you're like scalding a pig. 150 seems to be that sweet spot, which I think they were a fairly new company that started producing this type of plucker. I just had this a year, so time will only tell how long it actually lasts. You know, it does concern me that it's plastic, but
Are these one at a time or 2 at a time?
you could probably put 2 at a time on that one. I would do 1 at a time on this one.
Okay.
You know, we've done turkeys in this one, like 1 turkey. We don't typically do 2 at a time though.
Okay.
You know, we're more of 1 at a time. It really kind of depends how fast everyone's going here, but typically I don't never do 2 at a time.
Okay.
So then after this, the feathers are all plucked and the chicken's clean. We move it off to the eviscerating tables, and that's usually Lorraine's station.
I don't have anything to show you here because we don't have a bird, but once we have a bird, I'll show you. But one thing about this setup is these guts buckets that have been all around our farm. Try not to adjust them with your hands. If you need to, you can use your feet to kind of kick them around and adjust them. Or if you really need to adjust it with your hands, if you touch the bucket, you have some soap over there, wash your hands afterwards. Because one thing I don't want to see is someone picking up the bucket and then sticking their hand into the bird. They're not clean. They have been used for all kinds of things on the farm. So they're not clean buckets. Our knives are really, really sharp. we sharpen them. It's good practice to get into sharpening them the night before your workshop. Once we eviscerate the bird, we're all done. It's going to go into this vinegar bath, not just straight vinegar. So we filled it up with water and ice, a little bit of ice. You can see the ice is already melted, and then we'll do like maybe a quarter cup. I say always a splash of vinegar, but it's maybe a quarter cup of vinegar. Maybe you can do a little bit more than that. And then the birds you'll dunk the birds in here for maybe about half a minute. We don't stay here in time, but you'll dunk the birds in here or just drop them in, clean up your station, and then move on and get a new bird. And then we'll have such a nice flow that the next person who's ready to put their bird in will move your bird over. This will be the final resting place where we'll just move the bird from there, move it over to here. This is ice water. We want to chill the bird because when you take a live animal, you're taking live temperatures and we're turning it into meat. So under 40 degrees is where bacteria doesn't grow, so we really want to concentrate on getting that temperature below 40 degrees. And so here it'll rest until we're all done.
So, where are you guys from?
LJ, Georgia.
And what are you hoping today?
We are learning how to process our own meat chickens. So we have, I think, 46 Cornish cross at home right now that we're ready to process in 2 weeks.
Well, we're getting started, so you know the rules. You can't be showing too much of anything. I'm gonna be just putting the camera way back over here. You won't be able to see anything. We do 60. We do one early spring, so we don't do it in the heat. Very first time we ever got to It's kind of going pretty quick when you have a lot of people. Every time I do it on my shed, it's just me and my wife and my kids. But we're having a lot of people, even though they don't know what they're doing, it's still so helpful to have people. I think we've already done like 8 birds. We're getting to it. We got 7 left, and everyone seems like they're doing pretty good. All right, like I said, I can't show you anything of that. I will get back to you when we're done and when we do a little tour, hopefully, of the farm. All right, I'll see you guys. So we're done. We got the last chicken. It's being processed right now. How fast it goes when you have a bunch of people actually doing this. It's always, you know, everyone knows it's just me and my wife and sometimes the kids, and every once in a while we have friends. But yeah, it's so much better to have people. The whole knowledge I've gained today, knowing what to expect from people and seeing people actually interact with Jason and doing it, I'll take that with me and apply it when I start doing this. Hopefully I could do it next year. But yeah, it's been fun. It doesn't seem like it's nerve-wracking as much as I thought. I'm not a good person like a teacher. Seeing their setup is nice. I definitely need to get some kind of tent system like that for when I do, and I like how everything is lined up how it should be. And now we're gonna take a little break. Maybe go on a little tour. I'll see you when I get take the tour. I gotta get you in here. You're almost famous as they are. I know I didn't show anything of me like talking to Jason, but as things were happening, I did talk to him about what I wanted to learn. I was being mindful of people that are here actually learning how to do what he's offering. And I totally came here for a different purpose, obviously. So I didn't want to, you know, draw his attention away from teaching the class. But, you know, I did talk to him about experiencing some with people, and the heat's coming on, so that's kind of why we had to get it done. That's why I didn't want to stop the process by taking Jason or Lorraine away. I was talking to him as I was butchering. We only did 17. I think everyone did 2 or 3. I don't know how many I did. I didn't keep track. I think it's fun seeing these people learn. The enthusiasm is great to see in these people. Yeah, so it is. Homesteading community is growing. Do you think you could do it?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think so. Glad I can't. Now that I came, I can.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, I was just sitting with pieces of paper, just scrolling through the instructions.
Yes. Yeah, no, this is good.
Okay, so where are you guys from? And
Fort St. Lucie, Florida.
okay, what was your favorite part?
Today,
Yeah,
knowing that it's not as hard as I thought it was.
no, that's good. What part did you not like doing?
I feel like you need to say killing. I don't like it, I don't hate it, I don't love it, but it was part that I not like. I guess
That probably wasn't the favorite.
probably not the
but
best part.
yeah.
Yeah, but you guys have equipment already?
A little bit.
A little
I
bit?
got enough to get started.
How about
Still
the
gotta
plucker?
find more. I'm sorry?
You guys have a plucker yet?
No.
No, yeah. I recommend it.
Yeah, I gotta figure that one out.
I have my brand is Yardbird.
Yardbird?
Yeah, they sell it at Tractor Supply or just it's $500 so
That's a little better than
it's worth it though.
Yeah.
It's trust me, it's worth
Yeah.
it. And how many birds are coming?
I got 15 coming.
15 coming. Okay, that's a good number. That's a good number.
I got a small backyard. I had it and just kept downsizing, and now I'm trying to go back up.
Go ahead, grab a bird, set it on the table. Just grab one because we don't want too many birds sitting on the table because the flies will come. And then also our goal is to get them under 40 degrees and keep them that way. So we kind of want to work
Oh, they
quickly.
did.
We have these 2 tables right here that we can work on. There's tweezers for any hair, feathers, pin feathers. We're going to look for oil glands. We're going to look for lungs. We're going to look for that trachea and no vents. So if you see a vent, please cut it out.
And then you want to go neck side first. And you want to make sure they're in there tight. You might have to like scrunch them, hug them. Neck needs to be in the middle of the bag. And there's 2 ways to do this. You would tie this up, throw a zip tie on it, tight, put a little hole in it,
Okay.
because you need something for the air to release. It's just going to shrink up tight. So when you put it in there, the air releases. So a hole, and then when you take it out of the water, you put a sticker on it over the hole. Okay. But we found we don't like that method. There's nothing wrong with it, but we just don't like it because water can leak out, water can leak in when you put it back in the coolers. So we like the straw method. These bags come with this straw. We like these straws because you'll notice when you go in there, it's almost like a handle to dip it in, and these are a little bit flimsy for that. So you put this straw in here. You want to put it in the cavity, but not deep in there because you don't want it touching skin because that water is going to suck that skin right in and then, or the air, and then the air can't come out. So you don't want that. You want it kind of fairly in there, zip tied.
I was like, where are we going with this?
Yeah, and then you give it a good.
Give it a good suck.
This is the part that we didn't tell you.
That would be the worst part of this.
Throw a little vodka
I
in
need your
there.
video back up.
There you
That's
go. You make a pina colada and you're done.
inside the bird.
You're like, whoa, we're pretty hardcore. After you take it out of the water, you have to take this off, and then you do it tighter. So as long as the zip tie is down below, down as close to the body as possible, and it's in there half tight. That's the best you can do. And that's twisted, and then you grab it, and we take it over to the water. Try to dunk the whole thing. So I go like this, I kind of bob it up and down a little bit. Or I count to 5, and you pull it out. And then you tie it. Back.
I think really getting our hands in there and learning how to eviscerate and process the whole bird, vital information.
The difference between male and female.
Yeah.
Different
Sizes.
It made a huge difference.
You could barely fit your hand in.
Right.
With
yeah,
the-
for sure.
Was it as hard as you guys expected?
No.
No, right? No?
No,
A little easier.
Yeah.
we're
Definitely a lot easier.
I feel a lot more confident now to do it ourselves in 2 weeks. Good.
We're all done at Sow the Land. It was an awesome class. Met some nice people, some good people. I wish them luck. If you guys are watching, good luck to you guys. And just, it's not as hard as you think. I feel a little bit more confident about being able to teach a class. Just watching those two just kind of just go through, like talking about what you know. And I feel like I could do that. So I'll see you guys later. My name's Sang, just growing a little country homestead. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Guys ready?
Yeah.